We are back for part 2 of the Men of Taylor Frankie Paul season. We are the Batchmakers. I am Michael. That is Wyatt. And so, yeah, if you haven't watched part 1, go back, watch part 1. That'll be the first half of the alphabet. Then we got the rest of the people and, a little bit of by the numbers, a little how everything goes here, a little Taylor Frankie Paul background if you don't know from Mom Doc already. But without being said, let's just jump right into Joshua. Joshua Harward. That's his name.
That's hard to say.
I know. Because I thought it was Howard for a second, but then I was like, why can't I find his Instagram? I kept spelling it wrong because it's not Howard. Utah, Mormon alert. I was hoping like a red alert, Mormon. Not like in a bad thing. It'd be like just like he's Mormon.
It's like, the Mormons are coming. Everyone get down. Seek cover.
They're knocking on the door. They're preaching the Book of Mormon. Yeah.
Pretend we're not home. We're not home.
Which I think I gave him a C because I think she's not ending up with the Mormon. I just don't see it happening. So I'm just like eliminating him. He might make it somewhat far, but I just don't think she's ending up with Mormon. It's not a bad thing. And I know she is Mormon, so it wouldn't make sense, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it for the Bachelorette is going to be Mormon with Mormon. I think it's going to be little inter-religious ending relationship. That's my guess. But yeah, he's Mormon. Oh, family ties. But this is kind of some tea. This is very unconfirmed, but there are some serious rumors that he dated Taylor Frankie Paul's sister, Aspen, and almost got married. Again, you didn't hear it from me. I heard it from online.
I did. No, I heard it from you. What you guys didn't hear?
He heard it from me. I heard it from online, so you can't blame me if it's not true. But that's the rumor on the streets that Josh dated Taylor Frankie Paul's sister, Aspen.
I could very much
coming
blame
back
you.
For more. He said, "I liked the taste of the family before. I'm coming back for more."
I didn't like the word
taste. Granddaddy of them all.
I didn't like the word taste there. Everything was great. I liked where you're doing. I liked the little bit of him just
flavor?
Like going back for seconds. No, flavor's worse. Flavor's worse. Okay. Scent is weirdly creepier.
Seconds is
weirdly worse than taste.
Thank you.
They like the vibes. They like the Frankie Paul vibes. Hey, hold up.
Yeah. But her Aspen's last name's not Paul. It's like half Frankie something.
Frankie Paul's not the last name? It's just Paul?
No, but it's not even just Paul. It's something else. But it's like I don't know if it's like half sister. I don't know. But
anyways, back to these rumors. They're dating. What do we know about this dating rumor?
I don't know. But it's from our guy that we can't say. That's what maybe he started the rumor, but he has the information. He's very confident it's true that our guy RS believes that Josh and Aspen used to date. So
I'm kind of upset with you for going there, but I appreciate it.
I'm not gonna say his name, but that's what everybody. He's the one that has the sources for the rumor. But Taylor Frankie Paul, the only person that she followed in the cast before the season even started, before it was casted, before she filmed. And so that's also why people are kind of trying to connect the dots. Seems like a nice guy, family man. He likes dad jokes. He's a homeowner, dancing. He's a great uncle. He's got a lot of nephews and nieces, and he's a great uncle. Seems like, yeah, I think he's still a pretty religious Mormon. It seems like he's still big into his faith. That's a good thing. I don't know if that's the best mesh with Taylor. I don't know where she's at in her faith journey, but yeah, I mean, seems like a good fit. Again, I don't see it. I'm just not, especially if the rumor is true, that grade might be an F, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I think she would maybe see him and be like, are you? Yeah, maybe we could. No, get out of here. That's how I feel like that would go. So he could be a night oneer.
You feel like this is ABC setup for like night one, let Taylor Frankie Paul like go off on this dude or something?
Yeah, I don't know. It could be.
Could just be like,
and then maybe still giving him a rose.
I don't know. That'd be fun. Anyways,
it'd be weird if they don't talk about it though, because the whole one has come before. Yeah,
if they don't address them knowing each other in some capacity, that would be interesting. I do like how you put family man after he potentially dated Taylor Frankie Paul's sister. That definitely family man.
but
Yeah,
it is
clearly.
kind of family ties question mark.
Oh, you have some actual evidence here.
Yeah, that's the article. That's an actual article. So, apparently Taylor Frankie Paul's sister's ex tries to date her on The Bachelorette. So
I love a good journal article that starts with comma.
yes, I don't know how reliable.
So like maybe we just bombed this country. I don't know. That's crazy.
Is for working in sales, I think his LinkedIn is very lackluster, I would say. So that's I just had to put that there. 92 connections. I feel like salespeople always have 500 plus and are, networking on LinkedIn and such. Maybe he's in a different line of sales where he doesn't really use LinkedIn.
Mhm.
More power to him. LinkedIn sucks. So
Fair enough. All right, we're moving on to Kevin Montero. So Kevin is the most normal ass dude that I found while researching this. And I mean this in a good way. Like not boring, normal, just like Kevin's just normal. He's a normal dude. He is from Miami, Florida, but he's a Midwesterner with Cali hobbies. Not actually a Midwesterner. Like I don't know if he's from the Midwest at all, but he gives off the vibes of someone who is a Midwesterner, like just a classic suburban dad, but he weirdly has Cali hobbies. Like he's a surfer and fisher, likes to go boating. Maybe that paints a bad picture, or maybe that you have a clear image of what Kevin's like, but he's a very normal dude. The one non-normal thing he does skits on TikTok occasionally. He did post a really long video about quitting his physical therapist job. He was working for some company. And he talked about just the grueling hours that he was doing. He wanted more flexibility for social life, and he wanted to try a new thing. So in November of 2024, he decided to pursue the world of content creation and TikTok. He then proceeded to post 10 total TikToks since then. That is what, 18 months almost? 10 total TikToks. Let's just say I didn't work out. I think he has a new job as a physical therapist, maybe running his own show, but he did give it a college try. So I do want to shout him out. I do have one of his skits on the next slide if you would like to watch.
Yeah, I mean, what's the definition of a skit?
You'll see. Also, before we watch the skit, that great Instagram post. This is him under a giant bull statue, doing both testicles with his bare hands.
Dude,
and the caption is,
You've never seen the bull statue? That's like the most famous statue, maybe in New York, maybe besides the Statue of Liberty. Wolf of Wall Street.
Didn't know that.
Wall Street.
Didn't know. Wolf of Ball Street was his caption. That's a caption.
Probably not the first one that's had that caption.
Okay. All right. I want to give Kevin some credit. That's a good caption. All right. Let's watch one of his skits and then we get an idea of what Kevin's like.
I'm Kevin, doctor of physical therapy, personal trainer to the stars, and fantasy football champion. Ooh, he's cute. It's January, so the last couple months probably weren't the healthiest. Stressing about family events, having any excuse for a drink, and eating whatever the hell you want because it's the holidays. Looking at you, Oreos. They're Oreo Thins. Just because they're Oreo Thins doesn't mean you can eat the whole package in one sitting, okay? Wait, what the hell is he here? I'm in your head. Anyway, let's turn all that around, start going to the gym, making healthier choices, and let's go outside every once in a while. We could all use a little sun.
I am looking a little pale.
Now, it won't be easy, but that's what I'm here for. Just message me and I'll help you every step of the way along fitness journey. Let's start 2025 off the right way.
That was such a weird commercial.
You go for it.
I don't know what to think of it, to be honest. I'm just like kind of at a loss.
I'll say this. I think he's close. He's close to something good here. I think Kevin, he needs a girlfriend in his ear. He needs a Taylor Frankie Paul to really maximize the skit content creation brain that Kevin has. I think he's close. He's kind of just like chipping away at the surface of what it could be. So I'm not going to drag him too much for this. I think you get a woman like Taylor Frankie Paul in his life, unlocks a new Kevin. I think we're seeing Kevin doing great skits. the effort's there. He's putting on wigs. He's pulling out the oral thins. He's putting on robes. He's doing multiple camera angles. The effort's there. He needs the visionary mind. Yeah, dude, he'd be great. He'd be great in Dad Talk. He'd be great. So I see promise in Kevin here. I really do. So that's what I would like to take away from this. People thought we might drag him for this. No, I see promise. I see promise in Kevin here. So I give him a lowercase b as my grade. Not a full B minus, not a full B, lowercase b is where I'm feeling with Kevin.
I would argue that lowercase b is below capital B minus. But
I would disagree. Yeah, no, we can debate the B's. Yeah, we can debate B's all day, but we're not going to do that. We're here to talk about the boys and specifically Lou.
All right, now let's get back to business. Okay.
I hated that.
Wow, I thought you were gonna laugh. Okay, I thought somebody was gonna laugh.
What do you mean?
Okay. Okay. Comment right now if you laughed at that joke. Okay. Lou Evans. One of the tallest guys. I think he's tied with the tallest guy with our Carmel man. Right? I think. Or somebody else is 6'8" too on the cast.
They're 6'8"?
He's 6'8".
Whoa.
So he played basketball. He's a college hooper. Now he's working in insurance. But he played originally at Utah State. I think he's from Utah. I believe I can't remember if he's Mormon or not. He doesn't post really about it, so I don't know if he's religious, but he's from Utah, so you never know. Then he went to Tulsa for a year. Well, then he sat out a year. Then he went to Tulsa because back in the day, you actually had to sit out when you're transferring. And then he transferred to Tennessee. He actually played at Tennessee. He was in the rotation, kind of like the 8th, 9th guy in the rotation, but still got in. I'll got the stats on the next page. But yeah, he's 6'8", friends with Grant Williams, who was on the same team at Tennessee for a year. There's a picture with him on his Instagram, which is pretty cool. Coached by Rick Barnes. Does he contribute to winning? I don't know. The Vols were 16-16 with him. They've been a lot better than 16-16. So that not good. Utah State, he was 16-15, middle of the road. Tulsa, 21-13, his freshman year. Conference USA champs. Big dubs for Tulsa. I think he's the tallest in the cast. I wrote that before I checked the rest, but can he forward his way to Taylor Frankie Paul's heart? Thank you. He was fourth. And
I'm pulling up his March Madness since Tulsa won the Conference USA. I'm just pulling up how they did in the bracket.
Okay.
1 second.
I feel like I looked that up, but I also feel like maybe they won the regular season title. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Maybe it was postseason. It was 2013, 2014. But fun fact, he competed and won a twerking contest in Thailand. And this was on the actual Bachelor Nation wiki for this man. They put that he won a twerking contest in Thailand.
I would like to guess he won based off the sheer awkwardness of a 6'8" white man twerking in Thailand. A white man from Utah, just throwing it back.
They're not used to seeing 6'8" people that are 6'8".
People, it's period. Yeah, 6'8" period.
So, but also, 6'8" white man is like finding gold in Asia. You know, they always, you know, if you walk around as a 6'8" white man, it's like everybody looks at you. That's what I've been told. But so being 6'8" probably even amplifies that. But yeah, he won.
They lost in the first round to UCLA. 2014
tournament. Tough luck. Next slide. That's a picture with him and Grant Williams, his old teammate. That was at the All-Star Weekend in Utah last year. The All-Star Weekend, no, 2 years ago, the All-Star Weekend was there. So he met up with his buddy, former teammate Grant Williams. He's taller than him. Like he's 6'8". He's tall. He's a tall dude. Grant Williams is forward. Yeah, he actually played at Tennessee. That's him hooping right there. Those are his stats. Nothing crazy. He averaged 3 points at Tennessee, but 14 minutes a game. Like that's not bad. Like that's a rotational piece. there may be some games matchup wise didn't really work in SEC play, but he was playing. Yeah, so
Good for Lou. I
that's
like
Lou.
Lou.
I think he's a good guy. I think he's gonna be like a little obviously taller. I think he's somewhat reserved. That's my guess.
Okay.
But yeah, I think he's at least surviving night one. I think he's at least surviving night one. Which I don't know how many are gonna be gone in night one. We don't really. That's kind of up in the air.
Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, let's talk about Malik here. Malik is 30 years old, the tech executive from Brooklyn, New York. His username is Corona Poppy with K. Now, the K will be explained later. He's allergic to C's, so I had to give him at least a B on the grade. I gave him a B plus. He's allergic to C's, only K's. He works for Meta, so I think we have to tread lightly here. We got to be somewhat nice because they control the algorithm, and the algorithm, in a weird way, controls us and controls our paycheck. So we want to be on the right side of the algorithm. So we're gonna be nice to Malik here, aka Corona Poppy. Every Instagram post of him is a solo shot for the most part. I would say like a 95% rate, and I'll show you on the next slide. It's only him. So my question there is friends. Don't know. TBD. I wonder how he's gonna mix in the mansion. If people are gonna like him, or if he's gonna run ISO ball the entire time. He's also on a mission to make everything lit. That's something I can get behind. That's a dream of his. Yeah. He wants to really live every day like it's lit. He wants to make everything lit. So let's take a look at some old pictures of Corona Poppy here. So on the left, we can see his the entire profile. As you can see, 12 photos posted here. Every single photo of just him. Friends, ? Something to think about. Corona Poppy, this is the first time it popped up. I went through every single one of his posts. I think he may have changed his username after this post, where he used to see Corona Poppy, again, just him. I'm assuming Corona Poppy with a C was already taken, so he just went with the K. But then he continued the C for K route in one of his pictures over here. We can see, oops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. He's got a picture with three lovely, voluptuous women next to him. He called it the closing act. Closing act with K's instead of C's. Scene 1. Been at it from the beginning with the mission to make everything lit. From Miami, Vegas, and Cancun. Thank y'all for the memories and a lifelong friendship. College was only the beginning of something much more. Hashtag the closing act.
I think he could be one of our shortest on the cast just from this picture. We've been seeing a lot of tall guys.
Mm-hmm.
We could have a short king here.
I think we're dealing with a short king. I think we need to sound the alarms. This could be a short king. Short king. I don't know if these lovely women in this photo are his friends, but it is really funny this to be like a goodbye to college post. It's him with these three girls saying thank y'all for the memories and a lifelong friendship. Maybe these are his pals. Maybe this is like his friend group in college. I don't get those vibes, but I could be off. I could be misreading the picture. But it's just really funny for me. Like, imagine you're posting like graduation photo and like the next one's like, thank y'all for the memories. This is sick. Here, me and three women. So,
but it's also I think the woman wanted a picture with Corona Poppy. I think that's how it went. I think it was real embarrassed. And he was airdrop that to me. I'm gonna like post it on Instagram or some shit.
Do you think thank y'all for the memories is for us? Like, hey, like us, his supporters, the Corona Poppy supporters, the fans of Corona Poppy. Like, hey, thank you for the memories. College was lit every day.
No, maybe he's saying thank y'all to the memories. The three chicks that is like, he's like Poland. Like this man is just a G. This man is just like he's got it. He's got it like that.
Wait, all right. I'm rereading the caption now. Maybe their names are Miami, Vegas, and Cancun. Maybe we're supposed to think those are places No, these are the 3 women, Miami, Vegas, and Cancun. Or maybe they're each from there and he flew them out because that's what Corona Poppy, that's how he rolls. That's what Corona Poppy's all about.
My guess from the trees, it's probably Cancun. That picture's taken in Cancun. Not to be like GeoGuessr on you.
Yeah, no, you got Geo. But actually,
Riviera Maya and Cancun.
Anyways, that's Corona Poppy. We'll keep an eye out for him. Gave him a B+.
Oh yeah, this is me. Marcus Richardson. That is his full name, but his username is MarkRich03. He's an influencer, men's lifestyle, fashion, creative kind of thing. So Wyatt, you could probably follow his page, get some fashion tips.
Strays here. That's crazy.
Hey, you gave me a stray. So
well, I said, what do you mean? I said Korean Michael earlier?
Yeah, just because
I said all nice things about him.
Yeah.
I said meeting king.
I think about Marcus Richardson. He has good content.
I'm saying you have good content.
Is that a bad thing?
You said I could use him for tips.
I never said that.
It's on the slide.
Okay. Well, I wrote
you
that.
said it. You wrote it and said it. What are you talking about?
Just take the joke, okay? Oh my god. Move on. So this man does it all. This man's a jack of all trades. He acts, he sings a little bit. I think he also like produces music, like not just singing, like is in like the studio and stuff. And he models. So yeah, a little bit of everything. I think he lives in New York now. Maybe he lives in the Elmont place. Maybe he's just from there, but I think he lives in New York City. A lot of his pictures are in New York City. Former Hooper. He's a D3 athlete. Shout out D3 athletes. You're a D3 athlete, former D3 athlete.
Yes, sir.
At Purchase University, which is in New York. I'll say
it. That sounds expensive.
Because Purchase
University, yeah. Hey, I'll say it. That sounds expensive.
Like purchasing a university.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? I'll say it. That sounds expensive.
We heard you the first 2 times.
Hey, one more time for the people in the back. That sounds expensive.
Okay.
You can proceed.
Cool. This is his post from literally yesterday that I found today. And the caption I thought was just so funny. I had to throw it on here because I really didn't get it. It was just a picture of him like on an escalator. Like he was, rocking a fit, just at a mall picture, just on an escalator. He says, now they got AI that can turn me into AI.
The question, does he look like Allen Iverson in the photo? Is that what he's going with?
I don't think he was trying to like look like I think it was just like in a mall with a, good fit on, just out there and getting his flicks from going to the mall with a fit.
Okay.
I just thought it was funny. I don't get it. Maybe I need help understanding it. That's why I put it on here, but I
can't help.
I need something.
I don't know. Now they got AI that can turn me into AI.
Next slide.
Why is the second AI capitalized? Sorry, I
don't know. That's why I'm like, is it Allen Iverson or is it supposed to be like Al? I don't know.
Al. It looks like Al. I don't know. Anyways, we'll ponder that one. If anyone knows that one, let us know in the comments.
Okay. So he's made some songs. The top left, you can see a song. I think that's from a good bit ago. But the song, I thought the cover art was just funny. It says "Talk Naughty." I didn't listen to the song. I don't know where platform it's on. I couldn't even find him on Spotify. I don't know if he goes by Mark Rich there or Marcus Richardson or a different alias. Oh my gosh,
that's tough.
I realized it ASAP, so it doesn't matter.
You want to get that? I cut that for you. That's embarrassing, dude.
No, keep that in. Keep that in.
If anything, humble. That's humble of you. Vulnerable. That's very vulnerable. Keep that in too. Wow. Per emojis. Per emojis, please.
You're kind of gaslight me into like, okay.
No, whatever. Per emojis in the comments. Per emojis in the comments for my vulnerability here. This is, hey, we're a safe space.
Cool.
Per emojis. Thank
Marcus Richardson. Those are his stats. He averaged, what does that say? 1.6 points, 1 rebound, and 6.7 minutes per game. Yeah, so I don't think the best, but I'm sure for this cast, he's not the best. Like for this cast, I don't even think he's top 3 or 4. Like that's how many Hoopers we got in this cast.
Should we power rank these athletes? I think we should do that.
Dude.
That's a separate video.
Yeah, it's a whole separate video because there are some athletes. We could power rank just Hoopers, but maybe athletes too.
We'll do athletes.
Yeah, 6'5", could definitely, give anybody buckets. So don't discredit. Don't look at that 1.6 and think he's bad. So.
Did he play again?
What?
Where did he play again?
At a D3 school in New York.
Was it?
It's like a small D3 school in New York.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sure there's a few of them. Do you know the name?
I think it was a university.
Oh, that makes sense. Most colleges are universities.
University.
I think it would be helpful maybe for like the listeners to know. That sounds expensive. All right, moving on.
I said it first. Peel sketch.
All right. Hey, let's clap it up. Can we clap it up? Ladies and gentlemen, our darling boy, boiler up, Matthew Carroll, Indy boy in the house. Finally, we've been doing this show for what, 3 years? Almost 4, maybe going on 4 as of this August. We have never had Indiana representation on this show, and we finally did.
Gary,
what are you talking about?
Literally the Golden Bachelor.
We're not. Do we want to claim Gary? Is that what we're gonna do?
No, but like we did claim Gary at the time before he was like awful.
I don't think we did. I feel like he didn't claim Indiana.
Yes, he did.
Probably did. That sounds like me. Can we revisionist history here? Let's go back. The first time we get Indiana representation, Matthew Carroll, thank you very much. Indy boys, what's up? We're winning. He is from Carmel, Indiana, where I am currently situated. He lives like, I don't know exactly where he lives, but he's got to live somewhat close to me. For those who don't know, Carmel, Indiana, roundabout capital of the world. Guess what? We have limited car crashes at intersections by a lot. I don't have statistics, but statistics are overrated. But I'm sure they would say roundabouts are cool and fun and a little bit like an adventure where you get to go all the way around. It's pretty fun. Just stopping, starting, that's boring. We have a lot of roundabouts. Look that up. We have a ton. He's probably perfect because he's from here. He's probably humble, good Midwestern roots, good family man. He's got 3 kids. He is a Purdue basketball alum. Now, Mike, you might find this interesting. He had 3 years under Purdue legend Gene Cady, and then he was there. His senior year was Matt Painter's first year as a head coach. Dude, that's pretty cool.
How old he is.
So old. When I saw that he played Gene Cady is insane. That is the oldest anyone has ever sounded. If you said you played basketball for Gene Cady, I'm sorry, Matt. We love you and we will support you to the day we die in the show. It does age you by saying you play for Gene Cady. Like, because every time they cut to Gene Cady at the Purdue games, God bless him, he looks old. He looks old. He's tough, but he's a legend. He's a legend. We love him. And Matt played for him for 3 years and 1 year under Matt Painter. He has 3 kids. I don't know if this is doxing much, but he likes to hang out. This may be doxing for me. He put this in a Carmel, Indiana, magazine article that I have a picture of him and Matt Painter that they did together. He likes to hang out in Park. Park is 300 feet from me. I can see it out this window. Like I can look at Park. Like if you turn right out of my driveway, cross the street, cross Main Street, it's there. They got some pickleball courts, some basketball courts, little children's park. I don't think anyone cares that I'm doxing me, but maybe I'm doxing him. Maybe I'll bleep this. I'll probably bleep the name of the park just to be safe here. But yeah, no, it's like right there. Like I can look at the park. So that's cool, Matt. If you want to hang out, we're here. I'll bleep that name just so we don't have to worry about that. But if you want to hang out, let's hang out. Next slide I have of Matt. We do have that picture of him and Matt Painter.
Huge.
Which is pretty cool, pretty huge for the culture. We don't have to like dive too deep into the stats of Matt Carroll. he averaged 1.0 points per game, 1.3 total rebounds per game, and 0.2 assists in his 85 career games. Now, a lot of people would draw attention to the fact that his free throw percentage was below 40%. I'm going to choose to ignore that. I'm going to choose to look at 50% from the field. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid. We'll take 50% from the field. Yeah, no. So obviously, stats aren't going to blow you away, but guess what? Matt Carroll's a glue guy. He's a locker room. What's the word I'm looking for? I already used glue. Give me another.
Cancer.
Yeah, what's the opposite of cancer?
Good health.
Flower. Nope. He's a locker room flower. I would say that fits. That feels right. He blossoms. He makes a locker room blossom. He's the seed. He's a seed in the soil that helps a locker room blossom. He's not the flower itself, because that would put up 20 points per game, but he's the soil. He's the soil of the locker room. And that's what we love about him. That's what we love about Matt. That's why he got an A+ grade for me. Shout out to our Indiana boys. Anything you would like to add about Matt here? Obviously, Boilermaker yourself. It's crazy.
That's like, he's 43. Like, I don't see it with Taylor Frankie Paul and him. I don't know. Like, he's, for a pick'em, I don't think I'll select him any week. I'm not confident he makes it past night one.
I know, I'm a little worried for him, but I mean, hey, he's 6'8" too. You're right. I didn't even realize that.
That helps.
Tall boy. Tall fella.
And our
all right, Michael.
And didn't connect us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, speaking of
Michael. Okay, so we got Dr. Michael Baba, don't know. He is a doctor. If you don't know, it's in his username. So you have to call him doctor. That's what I think. If you're a doctor, you put in your username, you're one of those people that's like, oh, actually, it's doctor. Oh, it's actually Dr. Baba, not Mr. Baba. You know, one of those guys, which is fine. You know, you worked for it. You got it. You know, go crazy. Vibes guy. And by that, I mean, he's big into like this holistic well-being, spiritual, earth vibe, wisdom, that aesthetic, that vibe, like that kind of, I don't know how else to describe it. I'll show some pictures in the next slide. But yeah, wisdom and shit, you know, that's kind of what I was going for. It's just like calisthenics, like having feet to the ground type vibe.
He's into feet?
Like earthing and stuff, you know, just like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So he's recently got into gymnastics. 6 weeks ago, he posted a video on his Instagram story of him doing tumbling classes. He's been doing tumbling classes, and he can now do a front handspring. So clap it up.
Clap it up.
That's a huge accomplishment. I like, you know, late in life, 36-year-old, to have the balls to, you know, sign up for an adult tumbling class. I think that, you know, it takes a lot of courage to do that and to, you know, post it on social media. But, you know, he's getting better day by day, week by week. So hopefully soon he'll be able to do a double fullback swing flip thing that I don't know the words, but I've seen some in my day.
Does it take a lot for a single 6-year-old to just start doing tumbling? Does it? Because that feels like,
dude, at 36, you're probably not. This guy can move well for 36, but like most 36-year-olds, I feel like it would take a lot to get into tumble. You know, they would have to, like, they're stretching for 30 minutes before their tumbling session.
That's fair. That's a good point. Yeah.
But this guy's a good 36, in shape for 36.
I'm
he might
interested on that next. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He might secretly be a dragon. Do you have any comments?
No, honestly, I don't have many thoughts on that.
Dragging these nuts.
Just might.
What? No, just
there's no way. Okay, I swear, if you would have put that on the slide, just to pull that bullshit joke out, I would have actually just left. I would have left this episode.
That means it's a random spot for one of those jokes. No, you'll see why. And then Michael, great name. I mean, he's got interesting pictures in the next slide, so let's just get into it.
Wait, he's a Michael B too.
Yeah, but he's doctor. He's Dr. Michael. You can't. Dr. He's not the same because he's doctor. He's a doctor. All right, he's a doctor.
That's a good point. That's a good
next slide. So first, don't look at the other pictures. We're gonna look at the dragon first, and then we'll go to the one on the left Because the one on the left is interesting.
Okay, I start here. What am I looking at, Dr. Michael?
So yeah, he's spitting fire. This was like a 2014. I don't know what he just was able to spit fire. I don't gas thing. I don't get it, but might be a dragon in training.
Might be
He's very big into like these retreats that are like for men to be more manly and like connect with nature and earth and wisdom, and that's what you see in this bottom left. And they are wearing robes and masks that make it seem rather culty. I'm not judging them. You know, you do you. It's very strange, I think. But yeah, a little scary. I'm a little scared by it. Maybe I'm just scared of the masks and the shirtless robes vibe. But
No,
maybe
you're scared of the unknown. You're scared of your inner self, Mike. And that's the real fear. That's the real fear. That's the truest fear that a man know.
I think not that we are
need to go on one of these.
Fears that we're powerful beyond measure. And once we connect with our shirtless, robed, masked selves, then we can be a true form.
I have an idea. Can we make the loser of our matchmaker survivor pool go on one of these retreats?
I say if this guy wins it all, we go. How about that? If this guy wins,
if he makes hometowns.
All right, hometowns.
If Dr. Michael Baba makes hometowns, we are going on one of his retreats. Yeah. Sold. I'm in. I'll pay for everything. Great.
So you can look into that. There's the website right there. What does it say? It's called like Forge Network or something. It's so small.
Forge Men's Work.
Forged Men's Work. I forgot to like do a deep dive on that Instagram, but I kind of just saw that and was kind of scared.
Oh, whoa. He says our work. It says our work is built on the foundation of the 4 archetypes of the mature masculine. Let's decide which one we are for each other. I'll pick yours. You pick mine. The king, the warrior, the magician, and the lover. The king is the center of order, vision, and blessing. The warrior is the energy of discipline, courage, and decisive action. Magician is the keeper of wisdom, insight, and transformation. And the lover is the source of passion, connection, and creativity. Which one would you be? Or which one would I be?
I feel like I'm a lover.
I hated that.
It's all about passion.
I don't know any of these. Is there more? There need to be more archetypes. I'll say this. That's my one critique, Dr. Michael Baba. We need more archetypes. I feel like don't put me in a box. Don't put me in a box. Dr. Michael's put me in a box.
King. Just a kid from Akron. Sorry to buy LeBron.
Just a kid from
Stay
Akron.
humble, but look at me. I'm King LeBron.
Yeah, stay humble. I'm literally the king. Yeah, no, I think more archetypes. I have a lot of questions that I don't quite know how to phrase about Dr. Michael Baba, so we can kind of leave it at that. I'll say the photo that intrigues the most is the top left one. Like
that's a different one than the Forged Retreat. So it's a little different. That's more of the holistic, like chiropractor healing retreat, I think, because you go back to the last slide because he's not a chiropractor.
He's a chiropractic healer.
Chiropractic healer. So more
that feels like dropped out of chiropractor school.
Nope, but he's a doctor. Nope.
You're right, doctor. You're right. I keep disrespecting doctor.
No way it's stolen valor. He definitely graduated a doctorate degree. It says,
but there's doctors that don't have degrees. Dr. J.
Yeah, look, the Forge Men's Work. It is unmask your authentic self, 1-day immersion, cacao ceremony, qigong, yoga, relational skill building, circle of trust, archetype activation, shadow work, fire ceremony. That maybe is the spitting of the fire thing. Community, grief and praise, song and drum, breath work, cold plunge, lunch and more. I like how they added lunch and more. That's a long 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Wait, why'd they include lunch as it? Wait, it's 9 a.m. to what?
4 p.m.
Okay, I thought this was like an overnight retreat, and they like only
But
served lunch.
7 hours you're doing all that shit? What? That is a packed day, but you get lunch.
I will breathe fire. Also, you will have a nice cold cut sandwich.
Also, we are catering Jimmy John's. There'll be it's like a frat rush event. Oh, and there will be Jersey Mike's catered.
If you have any dietary restrictions or allergies, please let us know beforehand, before the fire breathing starts, because once we start that, we can't really stop.
There'll be a chicken option. There'll also be a veggie option.
Would you like whole or wheat bread? Also, like, back away because the fire breathing can get out of control a little bit. Dr. Michael may turn into a dragon. Just let us know if you like pickles or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of want to disregard this now, but no, we can't. And we film it with the meta glasses.
Yeah. I want to go on a retreat so bad. I'm in. All right. The other Mike in this group. So we have Michael and Mike. So we were very close to having similar names, but we don't. They gave him initial here though, which is very interesting because there's no other Mike and there are no other initials. So we have like Michael, Matt, Marcus, but for some reason he's Mike T, which is interesting. I don't know why. He is a brand protection manager from New Jersey. He has 2 kids. He joined the great app of Instagram in the year 2025. I said, okay, boomer. He is the most like dad of this group. What dad do you know that currently has a social media presence? Very few. Very few like active posting on social media. He has nothing. He is the great unknown for me. We know nothing about this man. There was a very buff Mike T that thought was him, found out wasn't, that I was really excited about because he had like 1.2 million followers. Not him. This guy doesn't. He joined TikTok 2 months ago when he was forced to make one for this show in February. He literally just created a TikTok because of it and only repost the Bachelor stuff.
I kind of love it.
I know. He's great. He's the most normal dude.
I think he's going to be an absolute sleeper.
I think he's going to be the old dude.
I think it's going to be a little too ballsy to like, I'm going to be confident where he's going to make it past night 1. But if he makes it past night 1, I might be like, maybe this guy's got some hidden stuff.
Yeah, I think a little fire and ice with him and Taylor Frankie Paul. And I don't know. He's the great unknown to me. I'm excited about him. I want to get to know him. He's leaving me wanting more, which most of these men did not do. They left me wanting less. Mike T leaves me wanting more. So I'm very excited. I gave him a C+ simply because I know nothing about him. Like literally nothing. So very excited to hear about him.
Okay. That's actually crazy because I called Richard the dad of the cast just because he's a little bit older and he looks like a dad. He doesn't really like have the characteristics, kind of like Mike T, of just no social media presence. If anything, he's the opposite. He has a very large social media presence. He just gives off that vibe. There's a couple pictures on his Instagram. I was like, this guy just looks like the dad of the group, But maybe he's not. But he's definitely a photographer of the group. This man, Richard Vanderwater. Go to the Instagram right now, Wyatt. Go to the Instagram. This man is like no joke, one of the best photographers. The pictures he takes, the way he edits, everything like that. Like he's a special photographer. There's a reason he's a professional photographer still, and I think that's his only full-time thing. Like he works with some brands, tennis themed content, a lot of tennis themed content, like a lot. That's his thing. But he's insane. Charleston, South Carolina. He's a big ocean guy. He specializes in like lifestyle, travel, and like tennis brand work. So
advice for Richard. Unsolicited advice for Richard. Grow out the stash. Just stash.
The stash is good. That's where I saw. I was like, dude, he's kind of giving off dad vibes with the stash.
I really like this guy's vibe.
Go to the next Instagram. Go to the next thing, and I'll show the audience some of the pictures that I liked in his Instagram. Like that's a really cool shot with the tennis ball and stuff, and like the tennis.
Sweet. Yeah,
like the picture with the glasses and I thought it looks this doesn't do it justice. Go to the Instagram and you'll be able to see better. But some of these pictures, I'm like, damn, like, that's professional. Because he is.
I'm a big fan.
Professional.
I'm a big fan of Dick here. I'm a big fan of Dick Vanderwater. I'm in. I'm sold.
Clip that. Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that. I heard him say it.
Oh, speaking of Dick, let's talk about Rod here. Come on. You got to give me a little bit of props here.
Like Rod, like stick, and like.
That was good. That was good. Anyways, thank you. Everyone clap it up in the comments for that transition. Let's talk about Rod, 35, entrepreneur, Austin, Texas. His Instagram handle is Strodos.
Pause.
Yeah.
I was told there was a rule that military vets couldn't get lower than a B minus.
No, I changed that rule after I met Rod. Yeah, that was the house rule, Rod.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would like to shout out, first of all, Rod for his military service. So would you like to thank him for his service too? So Rod, thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service, Rod.
There. Shirts are optional for Rod. He doesn't like to wear a shirt very much, as most of these men don't, but Rod specifically, I would say his Instagram is about 10% shirt on. He is a gym rat. Michael, this man has a shocking amount of Instagram posts. I was scrolling, I like to scroll to the very bottom to see if there's any like cringy old high school photos.
Yeah.
So he has over I think 1,600 current posts on his profile. I went to ChatGPT because I wanted to get the exact number. Apparently, as of September 2020, so almost 6 years ago, he had 1,600 archived posts, which means they're not visible on his account anymore. Which I don't know if I can trust ChatGPT, but this man is addicted to posting. I have some great highlights on the next page, but the man's a poster. He's a serial poster. He's like the Facebook mom who posts every single thing that their kids do. He does this, but it's about himself and it's about eating and it's about working out with no shirt on. That's all he does.
What's his entrepreneur? What is he? Is he just like a
fitness thing? He does push-ups and handstands in weird places. Cool. I think it would be cool if we like maybe salute during this because this is a really cool photo. This is a quote from John F. K. This is the cost of freedom is always high, but Americans have always paid it. And one path we shall never choose, and that is the path of surrender or submission. John F. Kennedy, hashtag sacrifice, hashtag patriotism, hashtag loyalty, hashtag duty, hashtag respect, hashtag selfless service, hashtag honor, hashtag integrity, hashtag personal courage, hashtag give it your all, hashtag never quit, hashtag push yourself, hashtag strength raps, hashtag strength, hashtag stay humble, hashtag soldier, hashtag army strong, hashtag fight, hashtag body weight, hashtag calisthenics, hashtag fit fam, hashtag InstaFit, hashtag fitness, hashtag workout, hashtag nutrition, hashtag yogi, hashtag balance. Thank you, Strodos, for that one. And then the next photo, you have him doing a handstand in the library, where the caption is, people are reading in the library and like ... handstands anyone? Make every moment count.
That's funny. That's a good one. What year is that?
I think 2014.
So you did get down there. Wow.
Oh, I got down there. And at one point I was down to the bottom and I accidentally swiped out of it. I had to scroll again and I was genuinely mad because it took like 3 minutes to get to the bottom of it.
Damn.
I do love the idea of make every moment count by doing handstands in the library. That's great.
We need to go to the library and do handstands.
Any moment you're not doing a handstand, that's a moment lost. We need to be doing more handstands. So that's Rod for us. Now, Mike, tell me about Ron.
Oh my gosh. No, I love Ron. So he was raised in the Philippines, moved to San Fran. I don't really know what age. I don't think I dug that far into it or can't find that online. He's an account executive in San Fran, which you know what that means. He's in sales. You guessed it, tech sales. Classic San Fran. 28, so on the other side. Seems like a genuine guy. A little bit reserved, not a lot of Instagram posts, like 7 or 8 Instagram posts of it all. So maybe he just PR trained and deleted a lot of stuff. I don't know. Not aware with my hug guy. He likes cooking Filipino food. Big into working out. You can see he's got a strong LinkedIn profile. His split is PPL, so push pull legs. That's on his LinkedIn is his workout split, which I thought that was interesting, but I liked it. I did request to connect with him. He has not accepted that yet, so that's crazy. We'll see.
Get on that, Ron.
Yeah, because he's got LinkedIn Premium too, so he know that I looked at his profile. So I was like, well, might as well send him a LinkedIn request. It seems a little bit less weird. He watches anime. Attack on Titan is his favorite, at least, and then he likes Game of Thrones. Now, he makes work jokes as Instagram captions, like uses corporate slang as Instagram captions, which I don't know if you're aware of some people in your life that you see do this on Instagram repeatedly, because there's a type of person that does that, but not like consistently. But this guy, like, this is a whole bit. It's kind of like circles with posting in circles, but it's like the same theme.
Circles. I miss circles. Oh.
But yeah, his last 6 posts, besides like the, Bachelor post that they like collabed with him, it has corporate slang. So I have all the captions in the next slide. And this goes back to 2.5 years ago. So Santa's been out of office, and it's just him as Santa for like Christmas. Summer QBR fiscal year 25. And then this one kind of counts. I'm counting it Eastern time zone, EST shenanigans, and just him in New York. And then FY24 archives, fiscal year 24 archives. And then, and these posts are in order. Like, he only has 7 posts. This is 6 or maybe 8. This is 6 of the 8 posts. He's on his Instagram feed. Q4 2023 emoji. And then this is almost 2.5 years ago. Strong Q3 despite economic conditions. Up graph. So it's like a continued bit that he's been doing for 2.5 years. And I saw it, I kind of recognized it, and I was like, I have to mention this. This is insane. So at first I thought it was cringy because, I think doing stuff like that is cringy. But the fact that it's been a bit for 2.5 years, I love it so much.
I love it. Corporate Ron. I'm a big fan of Corporate Ron. I hope he does like episode reviews in the same format, like every post he makes, because usually like the cast post after every episode.
Yeah.
He should, if he follows the same format, I might be all in on Ron if he continues the bit. Love that from him. All right, Michael. Next up, I'm gonna warn you. This is my winner. I think I have the winner. So I'm just gonna prep you ahead of time. This is the glass I'm wearing. I'm wearing winter glasses for this presentation. We're gonna meet Shane here.
Oh yeah.
Shane _ Parton is a private wealth planner from Atlanta, Georgia, 28 years old. He gives me winter vibes. He's followed by Juliana. I don't know why I noticed that, but like something I should add. He has the baby picture as the bio, which we know from, I believe, Joey's season. That was a thing. The 4 finalists all had baby pictures as the bio. So he's the only one that I noticed. I don't know if you noticed any. He's the only one that had
at all.
So that could be a sign that Shane is making it far. Also, the dude's hot. He's a hot dude. Good dude. I said that he looks like he would play the jock in an ABC family drama that's actually low-key respectful and not a douchebag. You assume that he would be a douchebag because he's a jock in the football team. But like maybe he's like mad respectful to the nerd who wants to like do his math homework and he like asks for help, something like that. So that's the vibe I get from him. He's a former Stetson college football player, defensive lineman, which we don't get a lot of linemen like with Brett last Bachelorette season. But I feel like anytime we get a football player, it's usually linebacker. We got a kicker this year, defensive back. We get a defensive lineman here.
Spencer. Spencer. I thought he used D-line.
I thought he was like tight end.
I thought he was an edge.
Maybe he was an edge.
Linebacker. I don't know.
Anyway, also his high school girlfriend, I would like to say hello to. But I'm going to stop myself from hello because she has a boyfriend and they seem really happy and I'm going to respect that. So not saying like I need an applause for that, but shout out Wyatt for the restraint. You added a note here?
Yeah, when I was on the website looking at his pictures, I noticed one of the watches in his picture because it was a Cartier Santos, and I like that watch guy. And so I went to his Instagram, and he's got like 2 or 3 other like pretty big, notable watches, and so I assume he's a watch collector, and he's a watch guy. So respect.
No, if I do remember correctly, he has some funny Instagram posts from back in his football days. You know how the old football guys like to do in high school. These are his stats, first of all. Nothing to write home about. Some solo sacks or some solo tackles. Not a lot of sacks. Only 1 total sack in college. This first picture is when he tore his ACL. His caption is, "I heard that getting ACL surgery gets you mad chicks. So ... Here I am. # Peaky Blinders."
I like it.
It's great. And the other one, so he was number 7 in college. I believe his friend was number 9. So the caption is a picture with 2 Florida cheerleaders, and he goes, "Number 7 and number 9 slaying dimes." It's a little weird to say slaying dimes to just take a picture of 2 cheerleaders, but it was like 2016.
Do you think
it's Wild West? I don't think girlfriend, because remember, I do know who his high school girlfriend was. I did follow her on Instagram respectfully. She seems happy and in a relationship, but that's not his high school girlfriend. And this was during the same time period. Actually, if you want to know who his high school girlfriend is, I'm pretty sure it's the username that says liked by blank. I'm not even going to out her, but like rescreen, it's there. Shout out to her. She seemed lovely. But Shane, overall, big fan of Shane.
Followed by Batchmakers. Yep.
Oh yeah, I followed the Batchmakers account. I meant to follow her personal account. That's a swing and a miss on my part. Yeah, no, Shane gives me winter vibes, but even stronger than that, he gives me Bachelor vibes. Like, look at that face. Look at that face and tell me you don't see Bachelor.
Yeah, he definitely gives Bachelor vibes.
So that's
I still think they're gonna go celebrity for Dude 2 and do 2 seasons of celebrities and then go from there.
Wouldn't hate it.
It depends on this cast.
Right. We'll see. And finally, Michael, the last man, someone that I know well, actually, I did some research into before I put out a TikTok video about. Please inform our audience about.
Oh, yeah. I really do hate his username, though. It's really hard to type in because like it's like an E backwards, but it's like 3. But we got Trenton.
Please tell the Paralympic about how hard your life is typing his username. Please continue.
Dude, all right, relax. Oh my gosh, I give him an A+. I'm just saying, like, it was kind of hard to like write down the username and nothing like toned bone, you know. Donor bone. 3-time Paralympian 2016 and 2020, 2024. A long jump. He got a bronze in 2020 and 2024, which some websites were saying he got a bronze in 2020 only. Some were saying he got a bronze in 2024 only, and some were saying both. So I'm just going to give him both. So
give him both. I co-sign that.
Yeah. So that's very impressive. And like bronze when he was 33, I feel like that's really solid. Like, not saying 33 you're out of your athletic prime, but like that's definitely on the older side, you know. So that's huge. So hopefully he gets back in 2028. But we'll see. Maybe you know, hung it up. So I was curious about his leg because he's without a leg right around the knee area. It was a dirt biking accident. He was in the passenger's seat of a dirt bike and he got hit by a car. And had to amputate the leg. So that is very unfortunate, but he has bounced back strong. Like, honestly, probably 1-1 for athlete on this cast. I think if we're drafting, it would be stupid to not put an Olympian at number 1. That's pretty obvious. Savannah Bananas. He played with them for a game, I think. I don't really know how this Savannah Banana work, but he like played. He's like they have like celebrities play or at least get an at bat or something. I don't know, but he's a
Dude, the bananas are crazy. They just do their own thing. They just go bananas. They go bananas, and then the fans go bananas, and they make a shit ton of money. That's the Savannah Bananas way, and good for them. But I want to be a banana. Everyone wants to be a banana. That's like the peak. Would you rather be a minor league baseball player or banana for a day?
Banana for sure.
Yeah.
You change that to MLB, and I'm probably saying MLB. Actually, MLB in the postseason only, but like regular season, one regular season MLB game or a Savannah Banana game, I'm picking Savannah Banana, 100%.
I think you give me just a regular season in the MLB as like a relief pitcher who pitches, let's say, 12 innings total, or a Savannah Banana for one day. Banana. I'm going banana.
Okay, a whole season long of being a pitcher in the MLB would still be fun. But
make it crazier. Would he give up one of his medals to be a banana for a year?
No, I don't think so.
Probably not. That was dumb. That was dumb of me. But it's just I'm just throwing stuff out there. Thought exercise. Okay.
Thought
exercise.
Former D2 athlete. So he went from D2 track and field to the Paralympics. Insane. I feel like that's a big jump, because like he could have gone D1, you would think.
When was accident? Do you know?
When was what?
When was the accident? Was it post college? Was he a D2 athlete?
I believe it was pre-high school.
Oh wow. Okay.
It was like I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't know. I didn't.
You had one job.
I was scrolling very far on his Instagram, and all the ones from like the very beginning of his Instagram was without said leg.
Gotcha.
And that was 2016. So it still could have been, but I'm thinking it was high school time. That seems like the right answer, but I don't know. Someone else can confirm that.
Noted.
I'm sure he'll talk about it on a one-on-one day. I'd be shocked if that is.
I'm sure it would come up. Yeah. It's kind of hard to avoid.
Yeah, true. So yeah, we got the Savannah Bananas pick. Bottom left, this was in like almost 10 years ago. Maybe even this might have been 2014. This might have been 12 years ago. So maybe college, or maybe the clip before that. But it's him squatting with one leg. No, is this squatting or step ups? I can't remember. 210
box step up.
Yeah, box step up, 210 kilograms.
Gosh.
210 kilograms. That's what, 425, 430 pounds. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
What a champ, dude. What an absolute champ. Some guys come across our screen and make me feel like a piece of crap or not. Like I'm in decent shape. I'm in not that shape. I have no excuse to not be in better shape. And this dude is a stud. This dude's crushing it. He's a banana. He's a freaking banana, dude.
Yeah.
He makes me mad how much I respect him.
And then him with the USA like track and field jersey. I think that was taken at the Olympics, which is sick. And then a nice little quote we got. I saw this on his Instagram. Dreams are possible despite how long they take. When I compete, I want to show, teach, and help others understand the process and journey of chasing your dreams and pursuing your destiny. Trenton Errol.
Trust the process. Trust the process.
Well said.
Love it. But that's a great way to end it. PowerPoint day. This is by far, I think, the longest PowerPoint episode ever done, and I have loved every single minute of.
I am going to do something. He is my pick for a survivor pool. Week 1. I'm going to lock it in right now.
You're locking him in?
I'm locking him in. Actually, no. Okay. Wait, no, I need to think about it more. But I'm pretty confident he's making it. There's no way he goes home night 1. I'm sorry. There's no way he goes home.
No way.
Night 1. But I also don't see him. I don't know. Maybe he could win. He's 35. But
I think he can go far. I really do.
Yeah, he actually could go home. He's got hometown potential.
this is a great way to end it. Trenton, I made a TikTok video already, put it out there, but PowerPoint day. We have obviously been spread it out for 2 weeks. This is 2 hours long total. Thank you everyone for listening. We are fired up for Taylor Frankie Paul's season. If you have any questions about these men, anything you want us to deep dive in to before the season starts, let us know. And thank you for being with us along for the ride. If you've listened this far, now is your chance to compete with us each week. We will be doing a survivor pool by ourselves on this show. We will also be competing in our bracketology league that you can join now. It's an entry fee of $5, and you can easily win that back. If you win the league, it'll be a small league because it's only the people who have paid to be in it. $5 entry fee. You can join. Link in the description. So go ahead and join. Compete with us every single week so we can argue and fight and have some fun banter. But thank you for watching all of these PowerPoint slide shows, and we'll see you guys next week as we start to put our final touches on the prep for Taylor Frankie Paul's bachelor season. See you then. Peace.